The inspiration for this guide developed in response to my own desperation to help the communities I served construct a sustainable way of relating to their bodies, food, and eating. During my graduate education, I became increasingly aware that different treatments were recommended based on one's body size and behaviors. Those in a thin body, or engaging in restrictive eating or compulsive exercise, were generally recommended to be more flexible with food, reintroduce previously feared foods, and accept their bodies. Those in larger bodies, or engaging in binge eating, were often prescribed rigid dietary and exercise guidelines, encouraged to self-monitor their weight or calorie intake and lose weight. Given that disordered eating rates are often the highest among those at higher weights, and diagnostic crossover is common, these differing approaches just didn't make sense to me. Intuitive eating seemed promising to me as a trans-diagnostic approach appropriate for the spectrum of eating-related concerns. Rather than asking people to follow externally prescribed rules that differ based on current symptoms and body size, intuitive eating encourages folks to follow their own internal wisdom and meet their needs in ways that work for them. Because disordered eating is often chronic and symptoms change over time, it seemed wise to not only try to prevent escalation to full-threshold eating disorders, but also provide people with new ways of relating to food and their bodies. I thought intuitive eating might increase well-being and health holistically, rather than just reducing pathology. I reached out to Evelyn Tribole, who, with Elise Resch, pioneered intuitive eating. I wanted to develop an intuitive eating intervention that followed their original 10-principle framework. Specifically, I wanted to test my hypothesis that intuitive eating could help people with any type of disordered eating in any body size. Evelyn was enthusiastic about my idea and offered training and guidance to help me launch my project.